Hello and welcome to our entrepreneurial conversations with some very, very exciting people over the next few months. I want to be able to share their insights and how they've built successful businesses. And I know that you'd be really, really interested with that. And to kick off today, we have an amazing lady, a lady called Carla Brown. And I want to just give you a few of her, how she's grown the business, a few of her specialisms, if you like. So Carla runs a growing financial planning practice on the outskirts of Chester, up in Cheshire, supported by a team of 7. She's got a staff team of 7, as well as being a chartered fellow of the Personal Financial Society. Carla also has an MSc in Wealth Management, is an accredited with the Society of Later Life Advisors. That's very useful as well. Carla founded the business in 2011 and has grown her practice from a standing start. Absolutely amazing. I've added these bits in here because I truly believe this is who Carla is. Carla is a humble person and would not sing her own praises out loud, so I'm doing them for her. In 2019, she won the St. James's Place Chartered Financial Planner of the Year Award, the EIS Best Financial Planner of the Year Award, and was highly commended as Best Financial Planner in the Northwest at a Women in Finance Award. That's absolutely incredible. She embraces lifestyle financial planning with her clients and believes true wealth is much, much more than about the money. And Carla, welcome. I am delighted to chat with you today. I've obviously a client of yours as well, and we've worked together in the past. And I know that all our listeners will be absolutely thrilled to hear how you've grown your business, really. And the first thing I'd like to ask you is, obviously, there is some winning formulas. I believe success leaves clues. So why don't you share with us a little bit about you, as well as 3 insights to how you've started and grown such a great business.
Well, thank you for inviting me on, Susie. Really appreciate the time. So as you've already mentioned, I set the business up in 2011, and it really was from nothing, having worked in large IFA practices for 20, 17, 18 years at that time. And coming into a business and running a business was something completely new to me. So I've had to kind of learn as I've gone along and evolve. Not everything's gone right first time. So it's really about finding out what works for me and what works for my team. And I think the secret to the success, I'm so proud of what we've done and what we as a team have achieved as well. The first thing I would say is lead from the front. Don't ask somebody to do something that you wouldn't do yourself. So having started the business up on my own from my home office, which is where I am now, obviously, with everything that's going on, but with nobody else behind me, having to do every single part of the process from making appointments to finding clients, transacting business and everything in between. There's nothing that happens in the office that I don't know how to do. Even, if I had to, I could order the stationery. It might be a bit of a challenge these days, but I'd work it out. And, I kind of think, respect people enough that you're not asking them to do something that you wouldn't do yourself. So that's probably my first secret, I suppose.
Yeah.
I would say be human, show that you care. And this is to both your team and clients. People buy people. They'll buy into you as a person. And if they can see that you're genuine, that you really do care about them, their families, their circumstances, then they'll open up to you so much more. And you can have much more meaningful conversations. And with the team, it's really about making them feel respected and making them feel looked after as well. So all my team know they can come to me about anything. We work as flexibly as we possibly can. We're a great team. We all get on. And it's just them knowing that actually I've got their back and I will look after them. And, we're a great team. So it's just showing your human side.
Yeah, that's very important. I agree with you. Yeah, really I know important. You love on your team so much. And I think that's a huge part of your success. I really do.
Yes, and I couldn't do it without them. So I really do appreciate the support they give me. And then I think my third insight is about having a vision. Have a vision, know what you want to achieve and share it with people. Tell people what you want that to look like. What is your vision? Share it with your team. So I constantly share that with my team. They know what we're trying to achieve. But involve them in it. Keep communicating it. So we have weekly meetings so everybody knows what we're trying to do. And by involving people in that vision, it makes it become more real to them as well. And they in turn then want you to succeed. So we share it with clients and we share it with the team, and that works really well. So it's about communication and communicating that vision.
I think vision is pretty much up there as a number one, isn't it, on so many things, with when you have got teams to align and really go with you on the journey. But it's their journey too, because they're interacting with clients, aren't they, daily? And the clients are going to communicate with them as well as you. And it just shows the values that go through a team if everybody is aligned into that vision. Very, definitely. Very important. When I want
my team to be as enthusiastic about the vision as I am. And that, I think that shows in the interactions they have.
Totally. I agree. And I feel that when I come in and see you in your practice. I know we can't do that now, but I feel it, everybody cares. And I think that's one of your huge qualities with your brand, is you care. And we met many, many moons ago at networking, business networking. And straight away, you're real, you're authentic, you come from the heart, people know you care, and you're a phenomenal, I have to say, one of the best I've probably seen in a long time. You're one of the best listeners I know. Oh, thank you, I mean, truly. Another thing that I wanted to ask you is, obviously, I believe successful people do things differently and they think differently, so give us a couple of values that you feel are important to those two things that I said.
I think one of my values is that I'm always looking to be the best that I can be. So I'm always looking to achieve. I always want the next level of success, whether that's in my personal life or in my business life. So within business, I'm always looking to, what can we achieve next? What can we do better than we've already done it? So I'm always reflecting on the way that we've done something and looking at ways we can build on that and make it better. My personal life, as you know, I'm really into sport. And that kind of comes through in there. I'm always looking to do a personal best. If I've run so far, I want to run a little bit further next time. So it's about constantly pushing myself. And that's, with, as I say, with business and personal, but also with learning. So I'm always looking to learn new things. I don't feel that you can never know everything. So I'm always looking to learn from other people. If I see somebody who's doing something well, I want to know how they're doing that. So I'm always looking to be that little bit better. I think another virtue or value is being organised. There's a great quote, which you'll know, Susie, from Zig Ziglar. So lack of direction, not lack of time is the problem. We've all got 24-hour days. So it's making sure that you maximise every minute of that 24-hour day to its full potential. We've all got the same amount of time. When people say to me, oh, how do you do it all? You're a mum, you run your business, you look after your house. Well, we've all got the same amount of time in our day. It's just, I suppose, time management and knowing how to juggle things. We've also got to sleep, we've got to exercise, we've got to eat. But it's just how we fit things in and prioritising things. I think that's the important thing, prioritising what's important to you. If you make something a priority, you'll make it happen.
Yeah, and I would agree. That's a very important quality and a value to have, being organised. And you said time management, critical, but I also agree with energy management. I think, we have to, you do a lot of sports, so your energy level is always going to be high. But so many people don't get as productive as they could be because they're not organised, they don't manage the time well, but most importantly, it's managing their energy well. I don't know whether you'd agree with that.
Oh, definitely. And I'd also say, just another point, is don't accept no. If somebody tells you something can't be done, then challenge it. I'm always looking for solutions to things. And if my team come to me with what they perceive as a problem, I'll say, well, come to me with some solutions as to how we overcome this obstacle or problem. Nice. It's looking for different ways to do things, not saying reinvent the wheel, but just think outside the box and think how we can create a solution to a problem.
Yeah, and I think that's absolutely a key point. It's being resourceful, isn't it? So I love the fact you ping back to your team rather than give them all the answers, get them to think for themselves, because that helps them to be stronger, more resilient, and to have more things in their tool belt, and so to speak. That's
it's having that can-do mentality as well.
Yeah, it is. Another thing that I'm really, really passionate about is having what I call the circle of genius, a peer group, if you like, people around you that make a difference to your life. And I know we've worked together in the past. Just share some things, because obviously, I'm a professional and personal development expert, but share a couple of things that have helped you when we were working together that may help other people if they're listening to this.
So as you already said, Susie, I met you very early days when I first set the business up, and it was probably one of my very first networking groups that I ever went to, and I was a bit like a rabbit in the headlights. but I was hugely inspired by your energy and your zest for life. You're somebody that I really do admire in what you've achieved and the way that you live your life. I think is absolutely fantastic. And you've introduced me to some really great people over the years who've become friends, peer groups, people who will hold me accountable and who will question sometimes or challenge what I'm doing. They'll suggest other ways of working. And as you've done over the years when we work together, you very much held me accountable in our sessions on both a personal and a business level at our regular sessions. And you also helped me develop my growing team, which at the time was really in its infancy. So as they've come on board, you've done some one-on-one training with them as well about overcoming perhaps their personal demons or confidence issues and helping them become the best they can be as well. And I think that's the key thing that's always stuck in my mind about you is helping people to be the best that they can be. And if I can help to emulate that and do that with my clients or people that I come into contact, then that's all from your work, which is absolutely fantastic.
Oh, bless you. Thank you. But you are doing it. You're walking your walk and you're talking your talk, and you've got a phenomenal business, but you are helping so many people with the wealth management side of things, because so many people don't know if they may have a financial advisor already, but you are a different level. You are a wealth management professional, and really people don't know what to do with their finances. And you're right, I come across people on a regular basis that I put your way because I know you are one of the best, and you will keep on, as you say, keep raising your standards all the time. Yeah,
absolutely. As you say, people don't know what to do with money, and there's a common misconception that you don't need a wealth manager until you've got pots of money. That is really not the case. The sooner you get involved with somebody like myself who can help you create a plan, help you get your goals in line, who can help you work out, actually, this is where I am now, this is where I want to get to, how do I get there, what could possibly stop me from getting there along the way. Interacting with somebody early on, don't wait until it's too far down the line. Get involved early and let us help you create those goals and objectives.
Yeah, and that's a great point. And just because you live up in Cheshire, it does nowadays, especially due to what we're going through now, and people will watch this, I'm sure, in years in the future, and they won't imagine it now. It'll become the new norm. Everything can be done virtually. I know you consult with people, don't you, all over the world almost. Yeah, virtually.
Yeah, we've got clients all over, and circumstances permitting, we like to meet people face to face, but if not, then the technology these days is fantastic, and so we can converse on Zoom or whatever. Yeah.
That's brilliant. So just a couple of points on, people are successful, but give 2 tips, if you like, of what could make people extraordinary. Have you got any thoughts around that?
Yeah, I think one of the big things that I come across with people quite often is people's fear of failure. And I think you shouldn't fear failure. That's how you learn. That's how you make yourself better. That's how you grow. If you don't try something, then you're never going to know what is possible, what you can do, what you can achieve. There could be greatness out there that you might miss because you never gave it a go in the first place. Some things will work out, some won't. But if you haven't given it a try, you'll never know. And you might not win every client or every deal, but it doesn't matter. It's that having a go and that can-do positivity that really comes across. So, that probably be my first tip, I suppose, if you will. And then second one, enjoy what you do. We spend a lot of time at work. Work with like-minded people who share your values and your ethics. If you enjoy life, then that's infectious and it'll spread to those people around you. So be grateful. Think about everything that you've got in your life, which is good. I do this every day. I think of 3, and I write them down, 3 things that I'm grateful for every day. And it just starts the day on a really positive note. You might wake up feeling a bit miserable because it's raining or it's cold, and you think about it and you think, actually, I've got a lot to be grateful for. I've got a good life. I've got good people around me. And, it just makes you appreciate things. So it's really important that you enjoy what you do.
I think that's great too. And I run a gratitude journal that I dip into and put all the things that I'm grateful for. You can't have gratitude and fear in your mind at the same time or in your heart. So you're absolutely right. Focus on being grateful, what we've got now, and how we're just experiencing a wonderful life. So just a couple of things in closing that I think is very important to share with somebody. A lot of us have read books that have helped us move forward, or some business ideas in there, or listen to podcasts, or seen YouTube videos, whatever it is. So what's one book that has really influenced you that you'd like to share with people?
Well, this is a book that I was introduced to when I went out to a conference in the States in 2018. And it's a book called The Secret by Rhonda Byrne.
Yes.
You've probably heard of it.
Yes.
So I'd never read it. And while I was out there, I heard somebody mention it. And then the people that I travelled with, when I came back, one of them actually bought it and posted it to me.
Nice.
So it means something because it came from a friend and a colleague.
Mm.
But at the time, I was going through some really quite serious health and personal issues. And this book really just changed the way that I think about things. You know, it changed my mindset almost, well, definitely. And it got me through what otherwise would have been a really, really hard time. And it's about, you know, just visualizing what's out there and trying to make things happen. It's the, you know, power of the universe, and think about good things and good things will happen. So it really did change my life.
Yes, there are some absolute fantastic tips in there. As I say, I've read it too, and I agree with it. You know, if you don't articulate out into the universe what your dreams, your goals, your aspirations are, how does it know how to come and serve you? You know, so that was a lovely gift, you know, your friend gave you. Really, really good. So just in closing, it's been a delight to have this entrepreneurial conversation with you. How can people contact you? What is some other website, or what can you tell us? How can they?
Yeah, so our website is www.oakmerewealth.co.uk. On the phone, 01606 530 530, or by email, carla.brown@sjpp.co.uk. So any of those are a great way of getting in touch with us, or via yourself, Susie, obviously. But please just get in touch, have a chat. You know, if there's anything we can do for you, if you want to find out a bit more about how we work, on the website there's a video which just explains a bit more about what we do at Oakmere, which I know you've seen, Susie. So just have a look at us, check us out, and, you know, see if you think we fit with you.
Oh, and people don't know until you've had that conversation, just like we're having that now. Carla, it's absolutely been a delight. I'm very grateful that you've chosen to come onto these entrepreneurial conversations, because you are a true entrepreneur, and a really amazing human being too. So thank you, my dear, and we'll be in touch, I know, shortly, very soon. Take care. Bye. Have a great rest of the day. Bye. Bye.